Hi everybody, we're here at the South Point Casino for the PCCHA Core Balance Derby. I'm joined here today with Mr. Phil Benedum, Executive Director of the PCCHA. Phil, welcome.
Thank you.
So you guys have been trying something new here this show. You're doing a little pre-settling. Tell us a little bit about that. How did that come about?
That came about last year when some of our board of directors, trainers, Morgan Cromer, Monty, Brent Erickson, thought we needed to speed up the cuttings, and we wanted to be out in the forefront. We did it up at Julie's show, came back, Paula did it, and we thought we'd incorporate it at our show here.
Okay, and this show, it's been, you guys have really set down a schedule here. You've got Kate Newbert out there, pre-settling in an arena just kind of outside this building here.
Right.
Tell us a little about that. How long beforehand is she bringing those cows in and walking through them?
Kate's 2 bunches ahead, so right now, we have the cattle in the arena. We have the next set is underneath. She's already pre-settled and she's starting on another set now. That's really helped where the cattle can sit, acclimate to the weather, and then come on into the building.
So this is our pre-settling pen. They come in 2 sets ahead, and I get to spend about 25 minutes, give or take, kind of depending on how the cattle feel and the time of day and that. And then they go down to the arena and set right back at the show pen for 1 set before they're let in. Try to be pretty consistent from 1 set to another. That's the goal, is to make these cattle as even as we can. But from the steers to the heifers and with the heat.
We also made some changes on our practice pen. We started with the practice earlier in the weeks, which allowed us to get ahead in the practice pen. So it speeds up the change. So they get these guys, it's 20 minutes in here, they can get all their priorities worked outside.
Right, so you're basically switching cattle out there, 2 horses before the end of the set?
2 horses before the end of this set.
And that gives these guys a chance to get straight out there after a set's finished in here, and the cows are in there ready to go, waiting on them to work their priorities.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it's really, I mean, if you see, Mark, we had that one long day. If we would have been in here settling them cattle, we'd have been here to 3 in the morning.
Yeah, we did 12 sets, and we were still out here by 10:30, 11, I think it was, And so it's really, I mean, that's one thing we've seen now, like, we're not as scared anymore when we see 12 sets on the schedule or 11 sets, because it has definitely helped, and there's been a lot of positive comments here. The scores have been big. I mean, the cutting has been great here this week.
Yeah, I really, want to thank the board of directors, because the board of directors got behind it and voted, that we needed to move forward with this. Also, we are using the 1.5 minute clock. Guys, we just need to put on cuttings that we can get in, have fun, win money, and then go out and have dinner. And that's what we're trying to do here, Mark.
Yeah, and I think it's incentivized them a little bit. I mean, they've got 20 minutes. When those cows come into the arena here, they've got 20 minutes. We've seen a lot of the guys taking 10, 11, 12 minutes a lot of the times. And others I think we had 1 set where the judges were in the stands and had to wait a couple extra minutes for that set to get finished settling, but it's been really smooth, and that's been steers and heifers. We started out with the spayed heifers here, moved into the steers, switched back and forth, but it's worked on different size cattle. It's been pretty uniform.
Kate has been killing it. I thank her she's out there in 114 degree weather underneath the deal with a big fan, settling these cows, and she's doing a heck of a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just really appreciate everybody supporting this pre-settling deal we're trying here on the Pacific Coast. At the Derby, it's worked out awesome. Our goal when we tried to start doing this was to not give up any quality, not take less time on the cows, but increase efficiency somehow. It's worked awesome here. We've had 10, 12 set days, gone to dinner on those nights, and I think we've seen good bunches and bad bunches just like we do everywhere. I personally haven't seen a difference in the cows. We haven't given up any quality, but we're getting done at a decent hour, and hopefully it's the future.
But I think it's one of the things it's done is it's allowed our timing as far as preparing the horses, getting the horses ready to work, getting them worked, and when we need to get on them, start preparing them, all those kind of things. It's sure helped here, especially because you pretty much have a good idea of how long a set's going to take. Where, gosh, here for the last few years, Fort Worth, it's hard to say because they might settle a bunch for an hour or 30 minutes sometimes, and it's hard to get all that scheduled. So it's been a lot better here as far as that goes. But to me, I think the most important thing about it, to me anyways, is I just feel like it's these kind of things we need to do to help speed our event up. One, to make it more enjoyable for the customers, where everybody's not there till 8, 9, 10 o'clock, and you can spend a little more time with your customers. But also, to me, I think if we're going to ever have a chance of getting more outside money, sponsorship money, TV coverage, that kind of stuff, it's one of those things we're going to have to do to ever go beyond where we're at. And I know it's not popular with some people, but honestly feel like if we'll do it, stick with it, don't try it one time, and if somebody doesn't like it, let's quit. Stick with it, we'll find a way to make it work. I mean, we're all smart people, and when we're forced to, we'll figure it out. And I know we'll figure this deal out where it'll work, and I think it'll really improve our sport and make it a lot more appealing.
The pre-settling, to me, has helped out with a number of areas. One is that you can count on, for sure, within minutes of when a set is going to start. What I've found with the 20-minute limit is that, and an X number of minutes for each cutter, you can predict within 5 to 10 minutes when a set is going to start. And really, I can't notice any difference in the cows. I believe the cows are, at this show, as good as I've seen them. There have been sets where certainly they're going to be not so good, but that happens at every cut. And for us to be able to get out of here and enjoy a great dinner here at the South Point or any place else we want to go is a huge benefit for us.
Well, it's just like with Frank, it's helped be able to predict when the next set is going to be over. It appears that we're doing about 1 hour per set, and that's a pretty short time given most other places we go to. So I think the pre-settling has really helped a lot. I can't tell a difference in the cattle, so I'm all for it. It gives us a chance to get out of here early in the evening and enjoy the company of our competitors and our friends, and so it's been
our beautiful wives.
Our beautiful wives, exactly. And so it's much better than if we didn't have the pre-settling and we would wound up getting out of here at 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night, and it would not be enjoyable at all.
My thoughts on the pre-settling since I've been here has been a lot of positive thoughts about it. It's we've run 11, 12 sets a lot of these days and have gotten done at a really good time, and the quality of the cutting has not declined at all. If not, it's helped it because we've had a lot of extra time that we wouldn't have. If we're not pre-settled and we're trying to do 12 sets, I mean, we're gonna be here past midnight, 1 o'clock. And we're getting done at 9 o'clock, 9:30 on a lot of these 11 set days. And not only that, but as in time frames, we know our times on everything. When this set's gonna start, I have a customer where she likes to know almost exactly where her set's gonna start. And with this, we can tell them. And it's just helped us in so many different ways. And I feel like, I've talked to a lot of trainer friends, a lot of my customers, a lot of customers that aren't mine, because I am the chairman of the limited age committee, and I do have to get a lot of feedback. And a lot of people here have really liked the way they've done it, where they're settling a set before, putting it back on feed and water before they come in. And it feels like to me that they're getting that first 10, 15 minutes of running around out back there to where we don't have to do that in here, and that saves 15, 20 minutes to settle, and you keep adding that up, it saves a lot of time on our day, that we can be using for other things, because I feel like the quality of the cutting for the amateurs and non-pros has declined because we're such long days, and it's getting to be too much, and we're losing people because we're settling more than we're doing anything else. And I feel like there's a way that we can adapt and change to try to make that better for everybody.
So Phil, tell us what are the plans from here on out?
Well, we're going to get together after this. We have a few more days. We'll get together with some of the trainers, talk to them about what we could do better, what we could do different. But everything's been positive. But we haven't had anybody complaining about anything. Again, I think they loved, especially the first 2 days, Mark, going and getting some dinner. I think it's something you're going to see Pacific Coast, keep doing at our events. It just makes the event so much better. So we'll get together with the committee and any tweaks need to become. But right now, I've talked to them every night, and there's not been a lot of tweaks. So we're very happy, and we look forward to finishing this really strong with the non-pro and the amateur finals.
I think it's been a great show, and it's been nothing but positivity. Cheers, buddy. Good job.